In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the Japanese yen futures as they're recovering today after a couple of days of selling pressure, pushing them down to the lowest levels in quite some time. When you look at the contract, the front month contract, these are the contract lows. When you look at the price action, it's the lowest level for the Japanese yen, basically going back to the end of last year. As the markets are continuing to filter out and decipher various economic inputs into the pricing structure, as well as interest rate environment and central bank activity. And so today we are seeing the Japanese yen futures up about 30 basis points, or just under a third of a percent, and really one of the stronger performers today in the FX futures markets, as most of the other futures markets are slightly up or just unchanged on the day. But when you look at today's price action, the Japanese yen futures realizing a bit more upside. And when you look at the driving factors, a couple things. Number one, U.S. data this morning coming in weaker than anticipated, helping to support some of the FX markets as manufacturing data continues to be weaker than anticipated. We did get some non-manufacturing data in the terms of service data, as well as showing a little bit weaker levels than what was anticipated. Couple that with the Bank of Japan and officials indicating that inflation continues to show signs of lifting and getting above that 2% level. And now there was some comments about wage inflation in the last 24 hours from the Bank of Japan. And that could be another factor as to why we're seeing, again, the Japanese yen benefiting a little bit more so in the pricing structure today than other major FX markets. So looking at the general trends, Japanese yen futures are coming off these low levels of the really of the contract, and in the last couple of weeks we have seen the Japanese yen holding near those low levels. So today's a bit of an uplift, or uptick, I should say, from those levels for the short term. And also when you look at the other major FX markets, we are seeing the euro and the British pound slightly higher to unchanged, as well as a little bit of strength in the Canadian dollar, as well as the Swiss franc. Overall, a little bit higher pricing structure for the major FX markets today, but the Japanese yen showing the most relative strength in today's markets.